In this video, I want to give you an overview of the page you're going to see when you log in. This is the student dashboard, the main page, whatever you want to call it. You'll see in the center part here the three columns: current work, tasks, and messages. On the left, this is a list of all the projects that have been assigned to a student or that have been requested by a student. And remember, project is a loose term. It could just mean a semester-long course that follows a textbook progression, okay? Or it could be a specific paper assignment, whatever. Okay, so that's the list of all the work, and you'll notice that next to each one they have a status listing. So this one in the test student has been submitted. This was requested by the test student. This one has been approved. It'll show up depending on where the project is. This second column is the tasks column. This is essentially a to-do list. Tasks can be assigned by your advisor, and they can also be assigned by yourself. In order to view each task, you can click on there and it'll bring up the details. To get rid of tasks, you click on it, click delete. You can edit them, etc. When you're finished with them, you check them off, etc., etc. On the right column, this is a list of all the messages that you've received or that you've sent. Okay, so let's go back up here to the top right-hand corner here. From this little button here, you can do lots of different things. You can write a journal entry. Click on that. A box will pop up, and then it'll take you to the form if you select on one of those. You can log time, so take you to that. You can write a plan. This is essentially you're requesting to do a specific project, or to get credit, partial credit at least, for going on maybe a field trip or work experience, anything like that. There's a specific video on submitting project requests. There's add calendar event, takes you to your calendar. Okay. There is the add task. And once you did that, it would show up down here. And then you can send a message from this button. Okay. This is the notifications. Now, notifications are slightly different than messages. Anytime anything happens, like say a project is assigned to you, or a task is verified, anything like that, that doesn't involve a direct message, essentially a direct email, you'll still get a notification that such and such has happened, and then you can do different things with those notifications. This is your message box. Then you can view all messages. You can also send messages from there, etc. This is the kind of the admin thing. You can edit your profile here, change your password. Once we have the Google domain set up, this button is going to allow us to do a lot of neat things. Okay, up here in the top left-hand corner, this kind of gives you a running overview of the number of hours you've logged. If you completed tasks, a button would show up. Once you start making progress towards your credits for particular courses, a green bar will show up. Okay, this takes you to your calendar, and this brings up things that you've saved for later to come back to. Okay, so on the left hand side, these buttons, of course, home will take you back to this page. Your calendar will take you over here. all of your tasks, either assigned to you by your advisor or assigned to you by yourself, will show up in green. And calendar events, like a trip to a museum, or you have a meeting, those will show up in blue. You add those by going to this screen here, clicking on that button, and this box will pop up. The performance button, when we get back to the main page, will take you to your overall progress. It'll give you a visual layout, how far you are towards reaching credits. You can click on each one of these different courses down here. It'll give you an overview here, and then you can get some more specific information by clicking on the actual course. It says High School Social Studies. It breaks it down further into the different specific classes. Gives you an idea of what kind of grades you're getting. An advanced would be equivalent to an A, proficient to a B, basic to a C, and so on. But you'll see a green bar start showing up as you make progress towards those credits. You go back to Archives and Showcase. When you click on Archives, this just takes you to the list of the projects that you are currently working on or that you have completed and submitted. You can filter by all sorts of different methods. You can by title, description. You can. This would be kind of neat if you're trying to build a project based around a couple of learning standards. You can scroll down through this list and choose the particular learning standard that you want to meet, and going forward within a couple of years we'll have a lot of projects put into the archive. There will be projects probably associated with almost all the learning standards, so you can pick things out that way. You can do by date, you can sort by all different things. You can just kind of play around with it in there. And then once you find your project, you can click on those different buttons to find out information about it. So hopefully that's given you a basic idea of how to navigate around this page. We'll go into more detail doing the different tasks and looking at different aspects of this main page, which you can do in the future. Okay, we'll see you next time.